for Ponoka Didsbury.
After 10 years of economic vandalism by these Liberals, Albertans want the walk to match the talk. It's been 3 months since the start of the campaign, 4 weeks since the throne speech, weeks since the meeting with the premiers and businesses, and yet the No More Pipelines bill, the tanker ban, the production camp, and the industrial carbon tax all still remain, and not a single oil and gas project has been announced. So when does the talk become the walk, or is this all just more Liberal squawk?
Yeah! All right, guys, back with another video. So I'm going to do as many of these question period videos as I can because unfortunately, we only have until Friday to get these done. So, you know, if you guys didn't know, the Liberals are going on an extended vacation after the most important election of our lifetime, as they said. So much work to do, as they said. There is so much work. In fact, they're going on vacation. But either way, let's have a look at this video. Got more conservative MPs really going after the Liberals here. So let's have a look. But before we do, please do not forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. And thank you very much for all of you who do that. I really appreciate your support. So let's get into it, and then we'll talk about it after, like usual.
The Honourable Member for Ponoka Didsbury.
This week, leaders of the G7 gather in Kananaskis. Top of mind at this summit is international peace and security. Canadian energy is a key part of this conversation. Our G7 allies, such as Germany and Japan, have spent years asking for ethically sourced Canadian oil and gas. Yet this same Liberal government has stymied our allies for 10 years. When will they get out of the way and approve the energy infrastructure that Canadians and our allies so desperately need?
The Honourable Minister of Energy and Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, at the First Minister's meeting, the Prime Minister, the Premiers got together and thought the One Canadian Economy Act was a great idea. Managements think it's a great idea. Labour unions think it's a great idea. It would be very helpful if the Conservatives got on board and helped us get this bill passed.
The Honourable Member for Ponoka Didsbury.
After 10 years...
Sorry, I just want to pause it there. I mean, they keep saying they expect the Conservatives to go in on them with their bills. They are aware they don't need the Conservatives, right? You just need a few members from the NDP and the Bloc and all your bills are going to get passed. The problem is so far you haven't gotten that support. The Conservatives and the NDP and the Bloc have been teaming up. And you got to wonder why, considering the NDP and the Liberals loved each other so much during the last 4 years. Looks like the NDP is starting to change their mind and understand that that's actually hurting their party.
Of economic vandalism by these Liberals, Albertans want the walk to match the talk. It's been 3 months since the start of the campaign, 4 weeks since the throne speech, weeks since the meeting with the premiers and businesses, and yet the No More Pipelines bill, the tanker ban, the production camp, and the industrial carbon tax all still remain, and not a single oil and gas project has been announced. So when does the talk become the walk, or is this all just more Liberal squawk?
Yeah! Look, even Gregor Robertson couldn't help but laugh. Look at this guy, he's laughing. Now, again, well, they're laughing at the Conservatives. I don't know, a lot of them are laughing.
Minister of Energy and Natural Resources.
My honourable colleagues will get an opportunity later this week to put their money where their mouth is and vote for this bill.
The Honourable Member for Sudbury East, Manitoulin Nickel Belts.
After 10 years of Liberals, Canada's pipelines are more clogged than a kitchen sink. Thanks to anti-energy laws like C-69, the No New Pipeline Law, the job-killing production cap, and the industrial carbon tax. Our energy industry is struggling. Investment has fled, and companies won't build under these conditions. Will the Prime Minister finally scrap this anti-energy agenda so we can sell to our allies and bring home bigger Canadian paychecks?
Hear, hear. The Honourable Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
When Canadians elected this Liberal government, what they asked for was for us to be able to build a strong, united country. What I hear from the opposition is division. That's not what Canadians want. What we we saw when the premiers and the prime minister sat down together was how we're going to build together. I hope that they're going to support our Build Canada Act so that we can actually get the job done.
Let's go.
Again, you don't need them to support it. If your bill's good, the NDP is going to support it, right? And if even just 4 of them do, that's what? Well, what do they got? It's 169. Yeah, so you only need 3 of them. Actually, you really only need 2 if you get the Green, right? So they don't actually need the Conservatives, but they keep saying that because they're the ones who are actually divisive. They're the ones who just want to blame Conservatives for everything, even though they've been in power for over 10 years now. Like, how many times, like, during the campaign was Stephen Harper brought up, or sorry, before the campaign in their last question period segment, where they were bringing up Stephen Harper. Well, these problems stand back. You've had 10 years to fix it. Like, it makes no sense.
The Honourable Member for Mégantic-L'Érable-Lotbinière. 10 years of Liberal lethargy, 10 long years with Canada on the sidelines, even as the entire world has looked to us for our natural resources. A lost decade where the Liberals have turned their backs on our allies and put in place the most anti-development environmental laws of any G7 country. An anti-pipeline law, a cap on oil production, a ban on marine shipping. The G7 is meeting in Canada, in Alberta this week. Will the Prime Minister get rid of these bad bills that are making Canada's poorer and approve projects that will put more money in their pockets? The Honourable Minister of the Environment and Climate Change. Mr. Speaker, when the Canadians elected us, when they elected this Liberal government, what they wanted to see was us build together a strong country and a strong economy, and that's exactly what we're doing. So, we are building to be an energy superpower that is low cost, low risk, and low carbon. I would ask the Conservatives, will they support our bill to make sure that we can move forward with these projects?
Again, just relying on the Conservatives. Dude, the Conservatives are not on their team, and they're not supposed to be. Do they know what the official opposition is? You're supposed to combat the Liberals. You don't vote to pass their bills, just like the official opposition was doing when Harper was in office. Once in a blue moon, maybe you would agree with something. You don't just vote with their bills. How could you be an effective opposition if you're doing that? Not to mention, a lot of the bills are crap. They just have a nice title on it. I'll give this example again, Bill C-63, the Online Harms Protection Act, protecting kids against online bullying. Most people will look at the face of that and say, oh, okay, I don't have a problem with protecting children. But then you get into the bill and you read the details of it, and it's not really about protecting children at all. It's about censorship. It's about thought crime. It's unbelievable. Like, I can't believe so many people still trust the Liberals just because they removed Trudeau. But I knew it would have a little bit of effect. Like, the Liberals weren't going to stick around at like 18, 19, 20% in polling. But to basically double their support just because Trudeau was gone and everyone else almost is still there is crazy to me. No budget, empty promises, a lot of the same cabinet as Justin Trudeau, extended summer vacation after they lied and said, oh, we're going to work so hard this summer after the most consequential election of our lifetime. Elbows up. Meanwhile, Carney does nothing but gloss over Trump every time he saw him so far. But, I mean, again, Canadians are just going to have to learn the hard way, I guess. I don't really understand how they don't get it yet. But thankfully, most of the people who believe the Liberals are older, which means the future generations are going to be more conservative. Now, that also depends on whether they could actually get things done as well. Like, if the Conservatives get in and they screw up, then it's over for them as well. And I don't know where we go. Although, in my opinion, if we could actually get a third-party option, someone who's actually Canada first, someone who's more of like a left-leaning populist, not like a liberal, but like a left-leaning populist or even a right-leaning populist, as long as you're close to the center, in my opinion, that's okay because you're not going to be too biased. But these, anyone far right or far left, I don't really want them in power. Now, that being said, I don't think Pierre Poilievre is far right. I think he's pretty much center-right. But, we also don't know what he's going to bring to the table when he's prime minister because he hasn't been that yet. And who knows, maybe he never will be. I think he absolutely deserves a chance, but, you know, they're going to have to do some things to improve getting some of that those swing voters back who left them after Justin Trudeau left the Liberal Party, and they went right back to the Liberal Party when Mark Carney was named the leader. So, again, you know, the future looks bright in a lot of ways, I think. But there's also some ways where it's like, well, they keep scaring people, they keep tricking people, and then they have the gall to say that, oh, conservatives are so divisive. What are you kidding me? They've been dividing people at very least since COVID. They weren't divisive on COVID? Like, good Lord. I mean, it's crazy what they say, but for now, people are believing it, so we'll have to see what the future holds. Either way, let me know what you think. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.